On today's video, I'm going to show you everything you need to know to set up and live with your Strandberg floating trem. Here we go. So the first thing you want to do when you're setting up your Strandberg guitar that has this trem system on it, you want to make sure that the trem is going to be level when you actually remove all of the strings on it. So I actually don't have the trem bar for this. The owner didn't include it when he brought the guitar over. So I'm just going to take this screwdriver, I'm going to toss it in where the bar would go. It's going to move the bridge forward a little bit, and I'm going to stick a piece of cardboard right in there, and that's just going to sit just like that. When I start loosening the strings, the bridge is actually going to stay flat because this cardboard is supporting it, and this is going to make your life way easier when you're changing strings and getting the bridge back up to the neutral position. The next thing you're going to do is start loosening the string tension on all of the strings here, and you're just going to be moving this piece back here that I'm poking. You're going to be moving this counterclockwise. So strings all floppy. You're then going to take the Allen wrench that comes with your Strandberg. Some of these actually have the multi-tool. This is an older one, so you just get some loose Allen wrenches. What you're going to do, unscrew the string lock that's there, pull the string through, and you're going to slide the string out just like that and throw the string out. At this point, you're just going to repeat the process for the rest of the strings, and then we will see you for the next bit. Another thing to be mindful of on these older Strandberg trem systems is that sometimes when you take the strings off, these bridges decide to pop up a little bit. You literally just push it back into place, and then you just restring your guitar, and that's it. It's a known issue, it's documented, and that's literally on the Strandberg website, and they know best when maintaining their guitars. At this point, I'm just going to go over and clean up the guitar. This guitar does have a satin finish, so if there are swirl marks or if there's like smudging or like wear spots, what you can do is simply spray a little bit of guitar cleaner, something like this here, and just work it in with a microfiber cloth. Even if you have like some gunk on the pickups like we have here, you could take that same guitar polish, spray it onto a cloth, wipe the pickups down. These are covered, so this is totally fine. Just like that, brand new covers. And of course, if your pickup switch is giving you some issues, giving you some scratchy noises or not a solid connection, use a little bit of this contact cleaner, spray it right in the switch, right in there, and in there, run it back and forth, and that should fix it. If it doesn't, you might have to replace the switch, or it might be another issue altogether. The frets on this guitar also look pretty good. I'm pretty sure these guitars come with stainless steel frets, and yes, stainless steel can have a little bit of wear and a little bit of dirt over time, so you can simply just wipe it down with like a microfiber cloth, or if you really want to get detailed, you can get the Music Nomad Frying Kit. You can use the actual polish that comes with it and polish those frets with the fret guard. I also like to use this quadruple zero steel wool on those fret guides, and then that's kind of the best way to clean up the frets in my opinion. Go slow with it, and you don't need to get a big chunk like that, and that's going to get these frets really clean, and that's pretty much it. The guitar seems like it doesn't really need much. I'm going to do all that off camera, and I'm going to see you for the next bit. Something else you should do on your guitar, if it has any springs or any sort of sympathetic vibrations coming from the nut, the bridge, or the trem claw back here, as you can hear, that's just kind of rattling. You're going to notice all of that, especially when you are recording, or if you're doing heavy palm mutes and you really want to have like a really tight percussive sound on your guitar. What you want to do, put a little bit of foam in those areas. As you can hear, no more vibration. The foam is not going to affect how the trem moves or operates or anything like that. This just cleans up the noise, and it's a really quick and easy fix to help you sound way better. Alright, at this point we are ready to string up the guitar. I am just going to use the proprietary D'Addario 9.5 to 64 Strandberg set that comes stock on these guitars when you buy them brand new. Very easy to string up these guitars as well. I want to feed the string in through the back part here of the bridge. Pull it through and just get the non-tapered end. Pull it all the way through. And then I'm going to feed the string in through the locking nut. I'm going to take my Allen wrench and lock it down. Then you're going to repeat that process for the rest of the guitar strings. Alright, so now we're going to tune the guitar up. This guitar is going to be half step down with a drop G sharp on the very bottom here. I'm going to start with the 6th string right here, just so it's a little bit more audible, since that's going to be tuned to E flat. What we're going to be doing, the exact opposite of what we did to loosen the string. We're going to be going back here on this thumb screw here, rotating it clockwise. And there, I'm in tune. And you're going to repeat this process for every other string, and I'll see you for the next bit. Alright, as you can see here, the trem is kind of sitting on this backwards angle. It's kind of sitting and pulling backwards a little bit, and we want it sitting up more, just like that, where it's actually kind of flat and flush with the body if my camera's going to focus. So in order to correct the trem from pulling back, what we want to do is go to the back of the guitar. We need to unscrew those screws right from the back of the body. That is going to be able to lift the bridge up a little bit, and then I just have to keep tuning the guitar and making sure it is going to be sitting in tune. So I'm going to go do that, and I'll see you for the next bit. Alright, so now we're going to get to setting the action on the Strandberg trem. What you want to do is detune the string so it's fully slacked. You're going to move it to the side. You're going to take the smallest Allen wrench that they give you, or if you have one of the newer ones, you're going to be using the multi-tool that comes with a lot of the newer Strandbergs. There's going to be a set screw that's on the side of the guitar. You're going to screw into it. You're going to loosen that. Take a flathead screwdriver, or just use your fingers, and adjust it down or up just like that. Alright, next up we are going to intonate the guitar, and the way we do that is very similar to other guitars for the most part. There's going to be another set screw that has a hex wrench fitting that is inside all of these saddles, and I'm going to get a picture of that so you can all see it. That is holding down where the saddle is actually being placed. So what you want to do is check your intonation as you would on any other guitar. You're going to play each string open, and then you're going to play the note at the 12th fret. And depending on whether the note is either sharp or flat, you're going to then loosen the string. You're then going to loosen the set screw that is in here, and then you're going to move the saddle either forward or backward. And if the note at the 12th fret is going to be too sharp in relation to the open note, you want to take the saddle and move it backwards. And if the note is too flat at the 12th fret in relation to the open note, you want to take the saddle and move it forward. Tune the guitar up, check your intonation again, and repeat the process for the rest of the strings until your guitar is fully intonated. Last but not least, this is the insert for where you insert the Allen wrench to adjust the truss rod if your neck has a forward or a backward bow. The neck on this guitar is fully straight, but otherwise this truss rod adjusts just like any other guitar would. And that's going to do it for today's video on showing you how to set up the first generation Strandberg trem. If you like this video and you want to learn more guitar related tips, I'm going to link to a full playlist that you can check out after this video. Thanks for checking this out, and I'll see you next time.